Check 1 2, check 1 2, check the mic.
Check.
Perfect. So here we are, part 2 of the M70AB2, the government contract rifles. Brief history on these things before we get into it. We do have a video link down below of the initial thoughts that I had when I bought this thing, go into all the juicy details. Basically, this is an American government contract AK that was surplus back to the American market. This was commissioned to have built by Century Arms back in 2010. We don't know who built them. These are non-matching number parts kits, M70AB2s that were then used for over 20 years in OPFOR training by the American military in a base in California, probably shooting blanks for the better part of 20 years. And they were not treated nicely because people's guns have varied dramatically on condition, but given the price, sub $600, and just being cool that these were surplus by the American military. What's special about today is I'm joined here by H-Town Werewolf, my good buddy Rodrigo. How you doing?
Hey, good morning, guys.
We actually both bought one of these around the same time, and we both got ours from AIM Surplus. You'll have to forgive me. There's a competition going on in the next base, so we'll try to speak as loudly as possible. So you bought one too, and I thought it would be cool to actually compare two completely different guns, bought a day or two apart, to show any differences. At first glance, they look fairly similar as far as the way they are featured, paint marks and such. Yours might be a hair rougher, and there's something going on with your barrel I don't even know if we should talk about for legal reasons. But the good news is both of these guns passed a test with headspace gauges.
Correct.
And who checked yours out for you?
So I had Aaron and Keith over at Iron Curtain Customs do the head spacing and the no-go gauges for mine, and it passed with flying colors.
Yep.
So it has a safety stamp, safety approval.
Oh yeah, did they warranty it for you?
Yeah.
Good. Iron Curtain Customs out of Houston, great guys, so go check them out. I had Weapon Genetics check mine, and both showed to be okay, and both seem to support around very well. His chamber actually looks nicer than mine. It doesn't look like it's been dremelled at all. So pretty confident. Anyway, why don't we show some up close of these things, and then we're just gonna blast, and hopefully walk away from this thing with the 3 holes we walked out here with.
Right. Awesome. All right. Thanks, Clay.
Right. I don't see a whole lot of difference, but you had actually mentioned that Iron Curtain found out that your gas shutoff seems to be seized.
Correct.
So you can actually open and close this, but the bolt does not turn, so it's probably just gas on all the time.
Right. They mentioned that I needed to put some PB Blaster on it to unloosen it.
Got it. I noticed that yours doesn't have the really bad weld marks that a lot of them had, but we both have this interesting little divot here, which matches mine almost perfectly. I've got the little divot, and so do you. So I'm thinking maybe ours were just tack welded in place when they stuck the blank firing adapters on permanently.
Yeah.
We've noticed both of these, the threads protrude too far. So either the sight blocks are pushed back too far, or the barrels, I don't even want to say that out loud, maybe shorty boys, I don't know. But so mine will take a Wolverine suppressor, but the threads are so far forward that it won't lock onto the ring. Yours is pushed so far back, you can't even put a bayonet on it.
Correct.
So I haven't heard anyone talk about that yet, so that's definitely something that is true on both of these guns.
And my rod is a short rod. I don't have a standard size cleaning rod.
Right. That's right. Both of these have the yellow paint marks. So yours originally did not come with a cleaning rod, so you had to find one, but yours did have the takedown push button, which is interesting.
Correct.
What else? Your chamber looks nicer than mine. What I'll do is I'll get a picture from Rodrigo and I'll show that here. His chamber looks great. And if you saw my original video, mine is meh. Not the worst I've seen, but it's not awesome. The rifling on both of these, mine is there, but I think I've got pitting on the inside of the bore.
Yeah.
Have you looked at the inside of your bore, what that looks like?
I did, and we looked at it with ICC, and they mentioned that the rifling is almost gone. I mean, you can still shoot it, but it's almost gone.
Yeah. Yeah, and that seems to be true for a lot of people's guns. The barrels are, I think, maybe close to being shot out. 7.62x39 barrels last a long time, so I think while we have them, they'll be just fine.
Do you think it's because they were shooting blanks? Does the blank do something to the barrel?
That's a question I had. I've asked a couple other guys. I'm like, do those erode barrels faster? I don't know.
Right.
But everyone seems to have a pretty worn out barrel.
Maybe
a
the
doubt.
ammo that they use is corrosive, and it's just going through and just.
Yeah, I do not. These barrels are not chrome lined, so they don't have the same amount of protection. And because they were kits, they certainly, to my knowledge, did not use factory barrels. I think they're Green Mountain barrels, so not chrome lined.
Gotcha. I did notice mine does have a little bit of a hump. As your leaf is straight, mine has a little bit of a hump.
You know, a little.
Yeah.
Leans off to one side. That doesn't hurt me.
And your rear sight is, it looks a little different than mine. Yours has little notches on the side.
Yeah.
Mine doesn't have the little notches.
Oh, yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, you know, these parts kits are totally non-matching. Our trunnions are several years apart on the date of production, so, you know, there's just some subtle differences. Yeah, I wonder if some of your parts match some of my parts. Maybe we can do some swapping.
Right.
And have closer to a numbers matching kit.
Yeah.
Anyway, they all have G2 triggers. They're just bare bones AB2s. So anyway, not a whole lot of difference, honestly. All right. Oh, one thing that yours has, I really wish mine had. On the sight block here, his has the Zastava Yugoslavia with the Zastava roll mark. Some of these had those, some didn't. Mine's totally bare. I really would love to have that roll mark.
What year did you say mine was?
It's hard to say.
1990, maybe.
Yeah, because that last digit of your date
It's a 0, I think.
is like a 0 or looks like a B, or it's been hit by something.
Yeah. And yours was
1990 something.
1989?
89.
89.
Barely you can see it there.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Man. I
So,
like
yeah.
the pitting on your.
Yeah, oh yeah, I've got some
Yeah.
pitting. You got a little bit?
Yeah. And then yours, both of them are easy to open. I think yours is a little easier to open.
Easy to open. The shoulder pad takes some force to actually lock in place.
Yeah.
So the threading that we've also noticed, pretty sure Rodrigo's gun was rethreaded at some point. My threads look a bit more, I guess, factory-ish from whatever Green
you have
Mountain
a
put on.
crown.
And I have a crown. The face of your muzzle is pretty much flat. That was definitely done after the fact. But Iron Curtain told you that your barrel had been taken out and put
Correct,
back in.
correct.
It's like clear
Yeah.
as day. You can even
Yeah.
see the dimple.
You can see the dimple right
On
here
your
where
barrel pin.
they pressed that barrel pin back in.
Yeah. Interesting. Don't think we'll be suppressing that one today. But it all works. So yeah, I think we are a couple of the lucky ones as far as some of the ones that I've seen. But we haven't shot them yet. So why don't we go ahead and do that. This is my stunt double, Jacob. He goes by Babushka Kid. He is risking it for the biscuit on this one.
Hi, Mom.
It's gonna be fine.
It's gonna be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Hey, how far away do we have to get from
Hey, I'm behind you.
Oh, shoot.
There you go.
Make sure you're in the berm, slow
Yep.
shots. Let's just see what it does. All right, hold. Safety on. Yeah, I mean, the round went maybe 10 feet away. Wow, I wonder if that's the first actual round that thing has shot in like 20 years.
I don't know.
All right, see if you can hit steel. Nice slow shots.
Oh, malfunction.
Oh, malfunction. We sure did. All right, let's clear it out. Interesting. What do we have there? Double speed.
Undergassed, maybe?
It kind of
Perhaps.
seems that way, doesn't it?
It seems undergassed.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely not. Definitely not undergassed. I'm seeing that first case that you shot originally went like 10 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else was going about 30 feet away. Maybe we just knocked the dust off that gas block.
Could be.
All right,
Yeah.
you're fine.
Yeah.
You're fine.
Yeah.
Got Rodrigo's gun here now. Seems to be working. Chamber just fine. Is that bolt hold open mag?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh yeah. You go bolt hold open mag. Nice. I think you're good to go, dude.
I think so too. Yeah, I think I can finally shoot it after both of you guys shot it.
Oh, is that why you keep throwing ammo at us?
Yeah. Hey guys, so I finally got enough courage to shoot one of these after Clay and Jacob shot the piss out of them. This one's leaking cosmoline like crazy. So, all right, here we go. First shot with the Hugo AB2. And I'm running this Bakelite. Woo! Nice. Let me open this up. Woo!
You're fine.
Very nice. Oh man, I got that smoking again. Damn, that looks good. Very nice. Cool.
Now let's do something really cool. We're gonna risk it for the biscuit. Now we have checked this with an alignment rod. Here's a picture. It sits dead center. Problem is my threads are too long. We're noticing a lot of these guns, the front sight post is pushed back a little too far, we think. Because like bayonets don't seem to be fitting. And this Wolverine it bottoms out before it ever has a chance of catching the detent. So we need to be really careful to not let it loosen. It's really tight and the alignment rod's dead center. So why don't we shoot a couple rounds full power through this very gassy gun with gas. Then we'll shoot a couple full power gas off. And then I have a very special surprise for you after that. But if it was gonna break, it would be here with all this overgassing. Alrighty. R.I.P. Oh, that felt great. Dude, that feels really good.
About 8 feet away.
All right. Okay, now this thing's gonna be boiling. All right. Gas has been shut off with full power ammo. Let's see what happens. Ready? That's pretty cool.
Man, it's really good that yours is working.
Kind of does jam up that charging handle a little bit. Just mortar it. All right, make sure we're still tight here. Very tight. All right.
Yeah, do the cup thing, the air for.
This is substantially harder to shoot one-handed now. Cool. All right. Now, very special surprise. Okay, the little shorty aluminum mag means we have subsonics. I only brought 20 rounds. This stuff's a dying breed. The main reason I've ever wanted an AB2 was for that gas shut off to try to suppress it. So why don't we shoot subs? It doesn't need to cycle. So the bolt's not gonna cycle at all. With subs, this should be very quiet. All right. We are chambered. Gas is shut off. First shot ever with a sub. Are we ready? I'm gonna shoot it steel.
Wow.
Pretty quiet.
Yeah.
Woo! Guys, if you like this channel and you like what we do here and you want to support us in any way, the best way to do that right now is to come out to Lethal Weapons, Texas. Lethal Weapons is the largest retro gun shooting competition in the country, and you can choose between two full-blown 8-stage competitions. You can buy a Friday, Saturday, or Sunday ticket and shoot all 8 stages in a retro rifle match or a subgun match. Multiple people have chosen to shoot both competitions, so they're going to get 16 stages in over the weekend. Come out and meet some of your favorite YouTubers, see some super rare and collectible guns, and just hang out with some really good people and be the 1% of Americans that actually shoots your firearms with purpose. Hopefully we see you there. I'll put a link for tickets down below. Now back to the video. Awesome. All right. Let me have Rodrigo come in here and shoot a couple rounds.
Ooh!
Zero recoil.
Man, there's no recoil at all.
Yeah.
Woo! Damn, that's a heavy boy.
Hell yeah.
Nice. All right, whose turn is it?
I believe it's the babushka kid.
The Babushka Kid. Come on in, bud.
I'm gonna try going out first. Let's see if that arm day is paying off.
Ooh.
That is super quiet. I'm gonna take one earmuff off and see how that goes.
Man, hit that steel. Hit that steel.
Hold on, I can't really aim with this thing. Nah.
You're high.
Little off. Yeah, God, I'm burning myself too while I do it. No, that was low. I'm guessing at this point. There we go. Hey, opa!
Ooh, yeah. Well, that's been quite the eventful day.
Yes.
I would say uneventful. I don't think anything really bad happened today.
No, nothing at all.
So mine is currently leaking a lot of cosmoline and oil because of these surplus handguards, but I think all in all today, I had that one issue that we didn't get on camera because I filmed it with my phone. I'll put that in here, where there's this one Yugo mag that, like, the first round of the mag, it wouldn't load into either gun.
Correct.
So not even sure if that's a gun thing.
No, I think it's a mag thing because it happened on mine as well.
Right, so I think the most important thing here is both guns shot safe, are still chugging along today, this day, and we weren't nice to them today.
No, and what I can add to that is that at first mine, it didn't want to seem to chamber around. It got stuck like right there.
Yeah.
But then after we slammed that first one home, Jacob took some shots with it.
Never happened again.
It never happened again. I think these things have been shooting blanks for 20 plus years. I don't think they've actually had any ammo go through them. And so with us putting some rounds through them, I think they're so smooth right now. Mine's super smooth and
Yeah.
mine's super shaky. I like it.
Yeah, I can't stress enough how smooth these actions are. The charging handle moving back and forth, very, very smooth. The weird threading issues on all the guns seems to be a thing. I would definitely not recommend suppressing any of these without an alignment tool, and even so, depending on the can that you're using, Wolverines, I think for the most part, is not going to be it's not going to be a definite long term, because it should loosen over time because the detent won't catch. Maybe if you were to put like a face mounted chemo adapter or something to like run a Sandman on here, or maybe like a Q with a Plan B mount that could actually tighten onto the face of the muzzle, maybe. But yeah, and I think the biggest bummer about this one is that gas shut off not working properly, but I bet you that can be fixed.
Yeah, I think I need to add some PB blaster to it and then just keep working it. And then we did shoot Clay's with the gas turned off.
Yeah.
And it was amazing. It was awesome. You couldn't even feel it. So,
Yeah.
And thanks again for bringing out those subs. You can't
Yeah.
find those subs anymore.
Yeah, I think there's a special opportunity with one gas shut off that was working to absolutely run some subs and see what that was like. But all in all, for $5.99, I'm super happy. They work perfectly fine. They look the part. I love how beat up and ugly they look. It's honest wear. It's not faked wear. It's not Cerakote that's made to look like battle-worn Battlefield pickup. Honest wear, put on there by honest guys over the last 20 years. It's kind of cool.
It is
American
cool.
dudes.
American guys running operations, right? This is Op 4.
Yeah.
It was basically, they were simulating conditions in the Middle East, I guess, with these.
Right, so the opposing force, the Op 4, they would kit out with, you know, probably like Chinese chest rigs and M70s, and, you know, they would be the opposing force for, you know, mock skirmishes to train the guys, and they use these guns to do that for 20 years shooting blanks. I think that's all pretty well documented in everyone else's videos right now. But yeah, man, I don't know what else to say. I'm gonna keep blasting with this thing, but for $5.99, this is a keeper forever.
Yeah, this is a keeper, definitely. Yeah,
Well,
I will add that just having this, to me, this is the best part of it, is having something that was used in our military and having its own rack number and serial number etched in.
Yeah.
Man, that is awesome. So yeah, definitely a keeper.
Well, cool. All right, guys, again, if you're not following H-Town Werewolf on YouTube, I'll put that link down below. He's also got an Instagram page. He's been on several videos now. He's lent guns to my channel. I've lent guns to his channel. We're local. I like this guy a whole lot, and you definitely will too. So please go check out his content. It's really good stuff. And by the time, I know when we're shooting these now, I don't know when this video comes out, maybe like 2 weeks after we filmed it, this is probably gonna be the first shots on these M70s on YouTube that I know of. There's a bunch of like inspection videos. No one shot them yet on the internet.
Correct. Yeah, we should be the first. I haven't seen any information on YouTube either.
All right.
Everyone is basically just head spacing, checking all that stuff out at this point.
Cool. All
Awesome.
right, everyone. Thanks for watching. Drop a comment down below. Go check out Lethal Weapons, TX24. Shoot some guns like this at a retro match if you haven't seen the ad already. And check out Third Pin Threads if you want to support this channel. And as always, we'll see you next time.